First off, thank you so much for downloading the ConfidIn client check-in app and choosing it to support your business. We're grateful to be part of creating a professional and secure client check-in experience, as well as keeping your provider informed that their client has arrived. We built this app to help businesses where privacy is important and that may not have a receptionist or want to provide better support for them in case they may not be available when a client arrives. This video will walk you through how to get the app configured and running in no time. This app is super user-friendly, so don't worry, you won't need your IT ninja friends or neighbor's tech wizard teenager to help you get it set up. Let's dive in and get you set up for success. A couple of things that are handy if you have them available would be a company logo and headshots for your providers saved to your device. No worries if you don't have them yet. You can easily configure them later. Let's jump in. When you first open the app, this is the screen that you're going to land on. Don't worry about all the things here. All you need to do is look for the big green button. Click Configure. We've set this app up so it's super user-friendly. You're going to have 4 simple steps here, and I'll walk you through each of them. The first step is we're going to ask for your company name. Here, enter your company name. I will enter one. My company. Next will be your welcome message. All of the text that's displayed and available to your client is configurable. This happens to be one of them. So when you open the app, it'll say, "Welcome to my company." Now we click Next. Now if you had that logo handy, here's where you can add it. All you've got to do is click the ConfidIn logo here, and it will access your photos, and you can select your logo. If you don't have your logo, don't worry, you can come and configure this later, no problem. You can use the built-in logo as a placeholder until then. Now let's click Next, and we're going to go to the admin settings. So, if you're in a business that has multiple providers, you may want someone to receive a notification when each person arrives. We call that the admin. So the admin can receive either an email or a text or both, or you can turn this off. It's totally optional. But it's useful to know what's going on at your business. Additionally, we've seen some customers that use this to notify a central team, such as billing, etc. So you can set it up however you like. So let's put an admin email in here. I will put one in. And a phone number. Here's where you can select, do you want them to get email notifications or not? And do you want them to receive text messages or not? Just for demo, I'm going to have them turned off, but you can set it up however makes sense for you. So in the last step, it's just going to have you review all the information we just entered. Looks great. If not, you can go back and correct anything. And we're just going to hit complete setup. Finally, we get to set a PIN. Alright, so now let's work on the configuration. Through the wizard we ran through a moment ago, most of this is going to be configured for you. If you open up the company info, you'll see that my company is set there, your welcome message, and there's one more section here that's important called post check-in text. All of the text that's visible to your client is configurable. We know how important it is for your clients to have a professional experience when they come to your place of business, and sometimes the first time they arrive, they don't quite know what to do. And that's really where this app shines. People seem to be drawn to screens. So when they walk into your lobby, they'll see this tablet that you've set up for them, and they'll typically go to it and it'll ask them questions. After they've checked in with their provider, this text here will be displayed so they know what to do. In this case, we have some sample text here that says, "Thank you for checking in, have a seat, make yourself at home in the lobby. We'll see you shortly." You can customize that for whatever makes sense for you. We're going to go ahead and save that and go back. The next thing we're going to go into is the most important place in the app, and that's where we set up our providers. By default, we have one system record, what we call our walk-in or no appointment provider. So when someone comes in, if you haven't configured any providers, this is the one that will be available. Notice you have a couple options here. You have provider enable. You can uncheck it, and this will decide if the provider is available on the screen for the clients. If we go into edit here, we can give this one a name, email, phone number, and then you can decide if they get notifications in text or emails, or you can decide, I don't want to show them, so you can disable them. So that's all you've got to do there. You can additionally choose to put a photo there. So there you go. Now let's go ahead and add a provider. Simply click Add Provider, And if you happen to have a headshot available on your device, you can set that picture there. We have our cute Winston here that today is going to be Dr. Bob. So let's set up the title. That's where you may want to put the title of your provider. And additionally, now we'll put their name, and I'll put this is Bob. And we can set an email because Dr. Bob would like to receive emails when his clients check in. So let's enable those email notifications. And we'd also like to receive text messages. So let's put our phone number in here. Both of these are optional, or you can enable both. So I'll enable text messages as well and add. Now you'll notice we have Dr. Bob configured. If you ever want to change the notification settings, simply come back into the provider setup right here, and you can disable Bob, or you can enable or disable either of the notifications. Next, let's check out the support button. We've got two options here. One is you can suggest a feature. We would love to make this app better for your business, so please feel free to suggest a feature, and there's anything that can make your client experience better or for your providers, let us know. We're constantly working to improve the app to make it better for your clients and your providers. The next option is get support. If you happen to notice an issue with the app that you'd like to tell us about, here's just a very easy way to do that. Just give us your email, subject, and description, and send a support request, and we will check it out and try to resolve your issue as quickly as possible. Now let's move to My Subscriptions. There's two versions of the app. We have the free plan, which allows you to have unlimited email notifications and one provider plus the walk-in. And you also get 10 SMS messages or text messages for testing. There is a cost every time we send a text message from the app, so we do give a few for you to test to see if that is something that you need. The next option is our premium plan. And the premium plan gives you unlimited access to all the features in the app. So that includes unlimited text messages, emails, and also as many providers as you'd like to configure. Currently we have a monthly subscription option and an annual, and both, most importantly, have a trial period. So you can test the app, you'll get all of the features during the trial, so no risk to give it a try. Let's check out app settings. Here you can see where we entered the admin communications earlier in the setup wizard, where we have the admin email and phone number, and you can enable or disable these also from the screen. If you enable text message, it will ask you to confirm that you are okay with receiving text messages, and you can of course disable these options. The next part is a screensaver. You're going to want to set your tablet up so that the screen is always on. That way when your clients arrive, the screen is available to them. We did enable a screensaver option here so to protect your screen so it's not just in full brightness all day. By default it's set for 5 minutes, so feel free to configure that to whatever you would like it to be. You can also disable the screensaver if you like. Lastly, down here in the screen settings, we've enabled the ability for you to customize the colors of the app. You can change the background colors, the button colors, and also the text colors to more align with your branding. So feel free to play with those. If you ever get into trouble or the colors get a little bit out of whack, you can always reset to default colors and try again. Once you're done there, we're going to save our settings, and we are done with the app settings. When your client arrives, they will be prompted to enter their first name. Because many of our customers are in businesses where client confidentiality is critical, that businesses such as healthcare and others, that there's specific rules around how to handle client information, we've added these features to the app. So one is the client can only enter their first name. If they try to enter more than that, it actually won't allow them to proceed. Additionally, the app does not store any client information. So if you're in a business that has these types of security or compliance rules, this app will really help you with that. So let's go ahead and proceed. I'm going to enter my first name and click Next. Here's where your list of providers will be displayed. And this is where the client can select who their appointment is with that day, or if there's no appointment, they can do the walk-in option. So I'm going to click my provider, and here it will ask you to confirm that you would indeed like to check in and notify that provider that you are there. If they're ready to do so, they can click yes, and it will send them the notification. Here's where the post-check-in text will be displayed, instructing the client what to do next. Here, have a seat, make yourself at home in the lobby. We'll see you shortly. In just a few seconds, the app will go back to the main screen to be ready for the next client to check in. Thanks for downloading the ConfidIn Confidential Client Check-in app. You're all set to create a smooth, secure, and professional check-in experience. No need for your clients to knock or wait around hoping your provider knows they have arrived. We're glad to have you on board. Let's get started.